What is up, Pyros? Today we are going to go ahead and use the Cobra firing system for the first time that I've had it since I've got my own. Now, obviously, you do get a nice placard that Cobra sends you to kind of give you a basic overview of how to do pretty much everything you would need to do with the Cobra. Obviously, with just the R2 probably has different instructions, but the R version of the remote, or the original version they have, it doesn't allow you to script in software into it. This is, we're going to go ahead and test it. Now, obviously, I do have the LiPo batteries. So the good thing I like about it is normally I would have to take off this case, get to the bottom, pop out the 9 volts, and put more in. Good thing about the LiPos is you can literally just plug them straight in and they begin charging. Now, straight and simple, you just have to make sure the light is flashing, means it's charging. Once they're solid, like this one over here, I don't know if you can tell, but when they're solid, that means they are completely charged. So you just simply unplug it. Always make sure you have them in the off positions, as it kind of says on the charger here. Only charge when module key is in the off position. Now, that's a good fact. Don't know what would happen if you do it in test and arm, but always make sure to follow instructions when you have a very expensive piece of equipment, especially $300 module. So that one, we're going to let it finish charging up. I guess it wasn't fully charged like I thought. Thing you have to do, we'll go ahead and work on this first one, is we want to turn it to test mode. And we want to actually go ahead and sync them. Now, syncing it is to make sure that this module will go to my remote when I press the button. So we'll go ahead. Oh, got to put the batteries in here. Well, one thing I want to talk about is these just take standard AA batteries. And for me, I am going to use the Energizer rechargeable batteries. The reason why I want to do that is to ensure I always have batteries. I would hate to have AA batteries that I couldn't use. Good thing about them, anywhere you have electrical outlet, I can, with 2 outlets, charge my whole firing system basically. So we'll go ahead and put the batteries in the remote. Now we got the AA's installed. Next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and sync the mods together. So we'll simply just make sure we have the remote on. You want to have the mod in test mode. I don't know if the light's kind of too bright, but just let it power up. And obviously it goes through some signifiers. It shows you the power, what channel it's on. We're on channel 7, yet the remote's on 0. It doesn't really matter until we're shooting. Now, in order to sync it, you basically just have to hold the sync until you see it flashing with the P. Do the same thing on the remote. So just hold down the sync button until it has the P. Now the hard part, I don't know if I'll be able to get this on camera, is you basically just want to press the sync buttons at the very same time. And then you'll notice the mod will go ahead and restart from scratch. The remote, you simply just turn it off and turn it back on. I did see a couple of you pyros out there. Always make sure Cobras, they're hard to press for a reason. It's to ensure that you don't change the channel when you're messing and putting the E-matches into the remote. It is a nice ability to have that function, because if they were too easy to press down, someone could accidentally, when they're stepping on it or when you're putting the cues in, could change the channel. And if you don't catch it and you don't notice it when you're about to fire, you could either have a left side of your field or right side of your field not even go, or worst case scenario, it goes prematurely and you have your finale in the middle or beginning of your shell. So always make sure to have it on the right channel and check it before you actually leave the field and fire. Now that we have the mods hooked up, you can see there's no signifiers since there is no E-match in it and we're not in arm mode. But later on tonight, when we do test a little bit of fireworks, I'll kind of walk you through that in case you have any questions. All right, Pyros, well, let's go ahead and wait till it gets dark and see what we can light off. Today, we're taking a look at a nice AFW firework 16-shot 500-gram cake called Havoc. Obviously, driving into a storm of volcano proportions. Take a look at performance here. So we have 16 shots, 25-second duration, straight up fire. The effects is tail, waves, and stars. We have colors of blue, gold, and silver. Look at the performance. We have orange tail to orange waves with blue stars, 4-shot finale. So an orange and blue cake. Can't really wait to light this one off. Orange is a hard to get effect in fireworks, especially with blue on top of it, since they're so expensive to actually make that type of color in fireworks and have them last that long. So hopefully we'll have a nice long duration. We do have the 16 shot 1 inch, maybe a quarter tubes from AFW Fireworks. Nice little array. Obviously, we'll start one after another and then win with that finale 4 bronze at the end. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at it. We have AFW Fireworks 16 shot 500 gram cake called Havoc. Hope you Pyros enjoy. See you all next week with another demo video. All right, Pyros, it's nighttime. We got our 2 demo cakes set up out here. We got Havoc and Eureka. You'll probably see one of the demos this week and the other one next week. Take a look. We got both Cobra mods set up out here. So we got one. Go ahead and test it. Simply turn it to test mode. You can see it powering up. So we got channel 1. Let's go ahead and test it. So we just got Q1, which is Havoc. Channel 2, go ahead and test. We have Eureka. So we got 2 different channels, channel 1, channel 2. Alright, channel 1, we'll go ahead and arm. I always wait about 5-10 seconds just to make sure that we're ready to go down at the modules. Here we go.